स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्निर्दाहिका शक्तिः रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Namaste to you all. In the last classes, the first chapter, its significance, we are trying to study. And we saw in the last class, we went through the Guru concept. What does a Guru represent? What are his qualities? What does Guru mean? What is his need in our lives? We saw that. In this class, let us see the constituents of a disciple. When a disciple comes into picture, how the disciple should be matching to the Guru. Most important part of our life is we don't know the transcendental. We don't know what is God. Just how to understand, where to go. So without Guru, we cannot find at the same time, I must be a matching partner to the Guru, that he is able to give me that supreme knowledge. So here comes the qualities of Shishya, how he should be. Now, Guru lives exclusively for the sake of disciple. He lives for God and he wants the spiritual treasure to flow down by handing over it to the disciples. The whole thing, the treasure, from ancient times it has been flowing, independent of our existence also it flows. Nature and God is taking care. Still we have been selected to be the carriers. This is the Guru Shishya Sambandha and Sampradaya. So the treasure the Guru has acquired with great tapasya and all that, he wants, now I am going away. Let my disciple carry it forward to the next generation. Guru's life is itself. When Guru was doing sadhana, Shishya has not seen. But the perfected Guru, who is there in front of him, he is able to see what is perfected state. And Guru stands always as an example. Though many things he doesn't need for his own life and existence, because he has attained what he has to attain, but follows all the disciplines just for the sake of it, giving it to the next generation. And Guru's life is the path for the disciple. His life is exclusively from bringing up the disciple to the Guru's own status of enlightenment and as a carrier of spiritual treasure. The disciple must have total acceptance of Guru. First thing. Means 100%. There is no slightest doubt or difference. Anything is there, he has to clear immediately. Guru, I am not able to totally accept you. What is the difference between us? Or some means to go to someone else or anything. The difference, total acceptance of Guru is an important part. And he must have extreme humility, implicit obedience, not after telling obedience. Being obedient in such a way, what my Guru expects to live that is implicit obedience. And after telling he obeys, then it is explicit obedience. After telling also he doesn't do, it becomes disobedience. His disciple must be implicitly obedient and totally, unconditionally surrender to Guru. This is what we see between Arjuna and Krishna, how he surrenders to Krishna. Shadimam tvam prapannam. I have fallen at your feet forever. Show me the light, show me the path. And Guru too. Guru also, total acceptance of disciple to the extent he is my own. Like a mother accepts a child when it is born. The incoming disciple, in scriptures they say, Samitpanihi, Shrotriyo Brahmanishto. How the Guru will be, how the disciple, the sign of, he is carrying samit, what is used in the homas and yajnas. The wood that is offered in the homa is called samit. He is carrying, he is coming with the samit. That he is carrying samit in his hand itself is a sign he is coming for getting into the Guru Parampara. So this person who is disciple is called Shishya. In Sanskrit, the term used is Shishya. The relation between Guru and disciple is sacred, unearthly. All relationship we have, both Ragadvesha relationship, are always earthly relationship. Whether it is father, mother or anything, with their fall of body we break. But this is unearthly relationship which is going to last long. Like God is our eternal companion, Guru will be the companion for the rest of the existence of that jiva as jiva with the jivatva. So, and it is both Guru and Shishya. Their participation is unbroken sacrifice. Guru sacrifices everything for disciple, and disciple sacrifices everything for his attainment. Both needs tremendous spirit of sacrifice. And we see Nachiketa and Yama, how the Guru and disciple, Ascharyo Vakta, Kushalosya Labdha, we see in Kathopanishad, Vashishta and Rama, how, what is Guru and Shishya relationship? Thakur and Naren, that part in Great Master, the Guru and Shishya, is very heart-touching. Thakur and Naren. So is here Krishna and Arjuna. We see Krishna and Arjuna being introduced here as Guru Shishya. Disciple, through his own lovely behavior, his behavior is such that he endears Guru and rouses Vatsalya in him. Awakening Vatsalya in Guru is done by the Shishya. You see, it is just like a calf going to mother for drinking milk. Anybody trying to take milk, the milk will not so easily come. If the calf goes and then just touches the udder, sucks once, the mother releases her milk. Otherwise, she'll be withdrawing, holding it back. The touch of the disciple, the behavior of the disciple here is like that. It awakens Vatsalya in the Guru's heart. That is, Vatsalya is a mother's love for the child. And Shishya, the term Shishya itself is from the word Shas in Sanskrit. Shishya, Shas, Shasate, Shaste, to instruct, to guide, to govern. Shasana, to instruct, to govern. From that it comes. With respect to disciple, when we see it conveys the meaning, the disciple accepts wholeheartedly through submission. He submits himself through submission to be instructed by Guru, to be corrected by Guru, to be guided by Guru, and to be time to time how he has to walk, what he has to do is open to him. See, when a disciple gets angry or dissatisfied with Guru's repeated telling, then, Guru cannot do anything. He accepts the corrections. For every correction that Guru does, he goes on thanking him. Never gets hurt or never gets exhausted. He feels happy. If he is a real Shishya, this is the wholehearted submission and corrected and governed by Guru. Guru has to govern him. Guru has to guide him. And just like government takes the care of the whole country, protecting and all that part is done by the Guru. Guru takes the charge of the disciple and responsibility to make him reach perfection, make him an enlightened soul. He takes that responsibility to lead him to be an enlightened soul. He becomes the disciple's mother, father, guide, instructor, teacher, preceptor, and all that. Whatever the disciple needs, time to time. With formal initiation into the path, the disciple enters into the Guru Parampara. We enter into the Guru Parampara. When we see Sri Ramakrishna's Guru Parampara, which has started from an incarnation of God and flowing down, all other sampradayas are started from an enlightened soul. Rishi Parampara is always called, Gotra is told. But pure knowledge and all aspects of sadhana, when incarnation comes, all aspects of sadhana will be there. There will be karma, bhakti, jnana, all parts of sadhana, all essence of all religions, everything is poured out in vast levels in case of the avatars coming. When we enter into the parampara of the avatara, it takes a different shape. So here we see with formal initiation, he enters into a parampara and develops deep reverence for the Guru's lineage. Now, after entering into Ramakrishna tradition, after Thakur and before him, Totapuri and all these people who came and went, all this whole thing, even his birth in Kamarpukur, the Kamarpukur itself, Jairam Bhatti, all this, how much of reverence we bear. So that reverence for Guru's lineage and tradition, the disciple entertains. And disciple drops off all earlier views. He has to drop away the earlier views. I was just like a girl marries and goes to her husband's house, she can no more tell, in my mother's house I was doing like this, that and all. Here it's a new parampara, you are entering newly. You have to get accustomed to the whole thing. Drop away that old past, whole thing as it is. A new birth, a new atmosphere, a new place. So he drops off all his past things, his views, his understanding, his tendencies, his his attitude towards the world and himself, all these things, and adopts Guru's tradition totally, willfully, and with total inner acceptance. See how the things demand, you see, to be and embody all the values that Guru is following, all the ideas and ideals and spiritual treasure, tradition, that spiritual truth, how they look upon the spiritual truth, ultimate truth, all that is imbibed. And Guru teaches him, first thing is infinite tolerance, infinite forbearance, infinite patience, infinite forgiveness. This is what they means. There is no limit. Whatever suffering comes, whatever insults comes, he must be able to wade through those things without being affected by them. So everything to the ultimate, shaw, Thakur used to say, sahan karo, sahan karo, sahan karo. So like that, the Guru brings him up. The cultivation of mutual love in community, because he's entering a Guru Parampara and a part of the community. It's a community life, like ashramas and mutts. We are entering into, there we see the mutual love is most important part. And he teaches love of God, love of nature, love of all beings. His heart, he makes his heart expand to the maximum level. He teaches how to save time and energy by dropping away unwanted things. First thing is negativity within or outside, to see the negativity, errors and defects in others, and think within ourselves. Oh, I cannot do. I am like this. My fate is like this. All this negativity. How to drop away these negativities within? So anything, nothing is impossible for anybody. If he can do, I too can do. Dropping away gossip, avoidable talks and discussions. Much of the sadhaka's time goes in unwanted discussions and avoidable talks, unproductive actions, this and that they were doing, which is not going to help him in the spiritual, and loitering here and there, standing, browsing through the internet. All this laziness, all this he drops away. And Guru teaches him to be contemplative by nature, always moving about with contemplative nature. That is a kind of passive meditation, like active meditation is when we sit and do, and meditative awareness we carry. This is called contemplation. Guru teaches him how to be contemplative, efficient in work and thinking, intelligent in all things, courageous, fearless. I am child of God. I have a Guru to guide. He becomes fearless. First thing is awareness of what awareness you are moving about. So that awareness, the courage to face all odds and dangers, like warriors. and fear, freedom from fear, and open-heartedness. Heart is open. Most important thing, ideal that Guru infuses in disciple is self-sacrifice and self-confidence. Self-sacrifice. Give yourself. Don't preserve. Don't hesitate. Don't shrink back. Sacrifice, sacrifice. Let your life be worn out for others. Others' peace is more important than your own peace. So he teaches, infuses rather, he puts in the self-sacrifice in living with others. And especially in the community life with mutual love, because other disciples are there together and being helpful to one and all. Who needs what to run and do? So this we see the living in harmony with others is essential. It becomes within you, there must be harmony. With the activities you are doing, there must be harmony. With the people whom you are living, there must be harmony. All this constitutes you are manifesting your inner divinity. The disciple must be very active, all the time active, running and doing. Attentive, vigilant, dedicated, so that he is able to keep pace with the Guru. Guru is going faster. He doesn't have, time is not there, time is not there. So pick up. Unless he is very active, alert and vigilant and dedicated, he cannot pace with the Guru's speed. Guru wants him to get enlightenment as early as possible. Slightest one moment's waste of time may deprive a person of realization in this life. So no sleep, no hunger. He runs with the Guru's speed. So we see these whole thing demands control over one's own thoughts, we cannot control the external world. The external world will remain as it is. We have to control ourselves. Self-control, control of thoughts, feelings, actions, tendencies to suit our spiritual evolution. In Bhagavad Gita, when we come, how the disciple should approach the Guru. Bhagavad Gita, I think it is in the 6th chapter, 4th chapter. Tadviddi, 4th chapter, I think. Tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshinaha. Tadviddi pranipatena. Give yourself pranipata, prapannosmi. I have surrendered myself to you, pranipata. Unconditional surrender. Serving Guru and sevaya. Questioning. Questioning means not, it is inquiry to, I am interested in, I go on, not Tarkic questions. It is to know, it is to clear the doubts, it is to enter into the spiritual world. He asks many questions. You can see in Bhagavad Gita how Arjuna asks questions. Beautiful. What all doubts we would get. What all yoga you are telling, I think it is impossible because impossible, I think, because it is, my mind is such a thing. If you tie with chain also, iron chain also, it runs away. So how we ask the questions, you see. And how he answers also with all patience. Yes, what you say is true. But abhyasena to kaunteya, vairagyena cha grihyate. Through repeated efforts and through dispassion, you will acquire total control over your mind. Like that, pariprashnena sevaya, through service. One of the important things is service, personal service. When the service is done, the intimacy grows, freedom grows, that each can enter into the other. And also humility and awareness of goal. Usually those who serve will not be aware, intensely aware of the goal. Otherwise, he'll be milking the guru here and there. How he can wade through this world into the transcendental. He is going on collecting. There are many people who go on collecting not information, the path that is making his path clear. Pariprashnaseva upadekshanti te jnanam. Jnanehana tattvadarshina. Those who have seen the truth, those who are enlightened, when you go to them and ask, they will tell you the truth. This is how the Guru Shishya Sambandha develops. So this amounts to the service of Guru and positively contributing to the community. You see M, how he gives gospel of Sri Ramakrishna to the whole world. He is giving something to the community. Now Arjuna and Krishna have joined, but Bhagavad Gita we are reading. It is a positive contribution to the community and to the humanity. So the Shishya must be receptive. How M was receptive. He is very vigilant and alert to note down what is happening, what is telling. And without notebook and pencil, he is recording in his mind. So whole thing, recording is going on. He is going to go there and drop everything in paper and pen. So that receptivity, for receptivity, we need receptivity and reflection on scriptures. Scripture, when you read, now we are reading Bhagavad Gita, some shloka, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. I have to reflect on its meaning. I have to receive, I must be very receptive with Guru and contemplative and reflection on these two. Receptivity and reflection on depends upon our practice in life of ahimsa. And truthfulness, compassion, and brahmacharya. To be free from the bodily identity. Brahmacharya means to dwell in God as divine. G capital God, I am dwelling in God as G small God, divine as divine. This is brahmacharya. I am divine, I am not body is brahmacharya. I am child of God is brahmacharya. So that brahmacharya, that dissociating myself with the bodily identity, compassion for others. I must be compassionate. Ahimsa, I should not hurt anybody even by thought. I know sure that these things will make me reflective and receptive. These are essential things, and truthfulness everywhere. Truthfulness begins with oral truth and ends with God being alone truth, the world being false and unreal. Ends with that. So holding on to truth means it goes on expanding to the cosmic level and beyond, enters the beyond. And then recognizing one's own limitation. I must know my limitations. Oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. It's there. But these limitations will make us surrender to Guru. Important thing is surrendering to Guru and Ishtadevata comes when our limitations, we recognize and accept our limitations. Oh, I'm not able to meditate. I'm not able to sit. I'm sitting, I'm able to sit for meditation, but I'm not able to meditate. This is my limitation. I have time, but when I sit, thousands of thoughts come like waves in the ocean. What shall I do? Again and again, Thakur says, pray with a longing heart to God. How? Love God and surrender. Sharanagati and prema, essential. Guru. And third thing is, one is you surrender to Guru and Ishtadevata, and third, you will have great respect for elders, which we are missing today. Children are not respecting their own parents. It's a tragedy because we think we are all capable. Parents are just helping hands for us, supplying all the small needs of our life. We are intelligent, we are great. When limitations comes into picture, they start respecting. So respect for elders is also a part of the understanding our own limitations, and then it shifts our attention from Tarkic way of dealing things to the vichara, tarka to vichara. Everywhere we do tarka within ourselves, outside, we try to bring the logic. So if God is there, why there is suffering? All these are Tarkic way of discussions and thinking. But vichara is different. Analysis and right understanding. We penetrate into the truth. So here we see Swami Vivekananda's coming and telling each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this inner divinity by controlling the internal nature and external nature. This is whole of religion. Other things, temples, this, that, and all, is secondary. So, this, I am Atman, I am Brahman, I am Spirit. The attainment of realization is to know that I am not this body, I am Atman, eternal, unchanging, immortal being. I am spirit, not body. I am not matter, I am spirit. This understanding dawns, this realization dawns. This is called enlightenment in Hinduism. Hinduism is based on this realization of the transcendental reality, transcendental existence, the God. So the whole thing, Hinduism is more living a life dedicated to realization of God. It is more a life dedicated to realization of this God realization of the self. So this makes lot of difference. It is not living just to the framework of religious injunctions. I put a religious injunction, I am living in that framework. No. It's living a pure spiritual life to transcend the nature and enter the transcendental realm. So the bliss, peace, love, absolute, I want to enjoy that. This attitude is most important what Guru gives. And this is called Dharma in Bhagavad Gita. And this comprises of two important principles: love and sacrifice. Love and sacrifice. Love. All of Swamiji's ideal is love and sacrifice. So to love God, to love all beings, and serve all those, wherever you find need, there is need, you serve that. And this includes doing all duties with an attitude of worship unto God. It is giving up ego, giving up selfishness without any expectations, seeking nothing for oneself, and giving ourselves to God, nature, and others. We have to preserve. By this, we will be preserving the nature, Prakriti, and the culture, Samskriti. Samskriti and Prakriti are protected by the disciple under the guidance of Guru. Otherwise, Samskriti will not remain, culture will not remain. The nature of man is to destroy the nature, Prakriti. So Prakriti and Samskriti are protected by the disciples. They are taught to do that. It's one of the part of the whole. Now, when we come to the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, there is a beautiful shloka. Yasya deve parabhakti, yasya deve parabhakti, yatha deve tatha gurau. Who will get the enlightenment, he is telling? Who gets the enlightenment? Yasya deve parabhakti, yatha deve tatha gurau. Tasyete kathita hyartaha. Kathitaha artaha. Hi artaha. Kathita hyartaha. Prakashante in his own heart. Prakashante. It is revealed. Mahatmanaha. It's a beautiful, the true import of the scriptures. Brahmasmi and all we read, the true import of the scriptures, the Brahman, is revealed in the hearts of the great souls who have the same unflinching devotion to Guru as to his Ishtadevata. Yasya deve parabhakti, unflinching, supreme devotion, parabhakti, supreme devotion to God who is having, and the same, yatha deve tatha guru. In Guru also, in the same way he is devoted to Guru also. Tasyete kathita hyartaha. Hyarta, whatever scripture is telling, Upanishads and all are telling, its meaning shines forth in the heart. Arthaha, hi arthaha, hyartaha. The kathitaha, told in scriptures. Tasya arthaha prakashate mahatmana. Great souls they are. They are practicing in their heart. That's why it's called enlightenment. The word used is enlightenment. It is going to light up. It gets, enlightenments come from within, not from outside. In physical world, light comes from outside. In spiritual world, the light comes from within. So this is a beautiful, heart-touching mantra. It clears all the doubts. Who is going to get enlightenment? Who has supreme love for God, devotion for God, and for Guru. Guru means the whole ideal of realization. Guru stands for the ideal of realization, goal. So, same way, I want to realize. I am totally dedicated to it, and the enlightenment from within. All right, this is for today, And we are completing in this the most of the disciples' qualities as much as possible, as much as needed for us in our spiritual life. I've given other things are secondary. The other things refer to the school learning. This is spiritual enlightenment, path to spiritual enlightenment. Yes, for today, I'll be sending within a day or two what I've talked to you in black and white. Go through once and try to be the disciple yourself. God is your Guru, eternal parent. All right, for today. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.